Dear D2R Dev, Blood Raven's charge kinda sucks, dude. So, I've decided to see if I could adjust something on it to make it actually usable. And if you're wondering what Blood Raven's charge is, well, it is this bow right here. Here it is. Look how many slots it takes up. It is an Amazon-only matriarchal bow. It's unique. And you'll notice it can roll up to 4 for bow and crossbow skills. It fires explosive arrows or bolts. The explosive arrows or bolts that it fires is level 13. So you could synergize that with an Amazon. It does roll up to 300% bonus attack rating, and then it comes to level 5 revive charges. And, you know, the charges on things are just like, they need such an overhaul. But anyway, you'll run out of them so fast, right? And it kind of sucks. You can't really make much of a build around it. While you could get a little use out of it here and there, the charges deter you from using it. And then the bow is kind of weak because it's a matriarchal bow. So, what did I do? Okay, here's what I did. One change. I just made it +5 to revive O skill. That's it. I know, and you're like, alright. And then there is a socket in this. I put a shale rune in it just for attack speed. And I gave myself an Atmos Scarab, so I could proc some amp damage once in a while. And make them a little stronger. I gave the mercenary pride and a treachery, and he's got might. So he's got concentration aura and the might aura to boost the damage of these revives that we're going to use. And then since it is an O skill on this edited bow, right? It says +5, but because I have an arachnid mesh, an Annie, a BK ring, and an enigma, it is level 10. So we can get 10 monsters. And then here's a little bonus change too. Check it out. I made the Undead Crown have +3 to Skeleton Mastery instead of Necromancer only +3 to Skeleton Mastery. And then I made Marrowwalk have +2 to Skeleton Mastery instead of +2 to Skeleton Mastery Necromancer only. So that's these, like, check it out. Here's how they normally are. See how it says Necromancer only? I made it so that just that one thing is just an O skill, okay? Same with this helmet here, the Undead Crown. See how it says Necromancer only on Skeleton Mastery? I made one that has Skeleton Mastery as an O skill. That way, with our other all skills that we have from like Arachnid Mesh, BK Ring, Annie, and the Enigma, we actually get +10 to Skeleton Mastery, which buffs the revives as well. And look, see how it says on the revive, life +200%? Right there? And damage +100%? If I take off these pieces of gear now... Oh, whoops. Well, here, if I take off that one, it now says 70% for the enhanced damage. See that? So I put this on, we get 100%. So anyway, it's just 100% extra damage, which when you add it to the might and the concentration coming from the mercenary, it's not like it's all that significant, and then the amp damage that I can proc once in a while helps. So anyway, for this build, we have Strafe, we have Guided Arrow, we have Max Penetrate, Max Valkyrie, Summon a Decoy, 1-point wonders everywhere else. And so the goal is to proc some amp damage, revive some things, and try to buff them as much as we can to make a build out of it. So let's just go somewhere easy first, like Cold Plains. Check this out. I've got Enigma, so I can teleport, right? This is single player offline, so I can actually edit some of these things. The goal of this D2R Dev series is to edit things in such a way that it would be so easy to implement, and it would make the game better overall. So here it is, Blood Raven's charge. Now look, I summoned that, and I do have level 10 Skeleton Mastery. Here, let's summon some of these guys as well. And you can see they have the auras on them, right? We can telestop a little bit with this. There, I see I amp damaged them. Okay, let's try to revive some of them. Okay. Let's see how they do. Let's just see how they do. I've only got 7 of them, so here, let me kill a few more, actually. Okay. So I can get 10. So there's 10. Now, oh, whoops, you know what I just realized? I didn't summon my Valkyrie. So the Valkyrie is level 33, so let's summon the Valkyrie. There she is. Strafe. Okay, so now we have kind of an army, right? I've got the Mercenary, I got the Valkyrie at level 33, and we have some revives. And look, is this OP? I'm in the Cold Plains in Hell difficulty, players 1. Okay. Like, did I break the game? No. Did I hurt anybody with this? No. And it gives you a bunch of cover. And, you know, you could kit out this Amazon a little differently on your skills. You know, you don't have to go strafe guided arrow. You could go multi-shot. You could go freezing arrow. You could synergize the explosive arrows that are on this thing. So if I put on my regular attack, you know, let's go to Stony Field and look. I could shoot explosive arrows. Okay. If I wanted to synergize those, you know? And that might not be bad at all, and you save a bunch of points because there's only one synergy for it, you know? So you could, like, synergize that. Maybe you put a facet in some things and a Sunder Charm and even use fire damage, you know? And then just go, like, a bunch of points into whatever else, or freezing arrow, and that way you'd have a hybrid build with some of these summons. So look, this is me just using the explosive arrow unsynergized. So all the damage is really just my physical attack that happens to be hitting on that. Here, let's teleport over and let's watch them attack these guys. And this is, look at. Okay, do you see how it's like, I haven't broken the game by making this small change, but it would be a little more exciting to find this bow for an Amazon. At this, you know, like you would find it and then you'd be like, huh, I wonder if I can make some kind of Blood Raven themed Amazon now, right? And there's a lot of ways you could do this too. It's like, maybe you don't go with this mercenary. Maybe you go Act 3 enchant mercenary and just enchant everything and whatever, right? So, here, let me summon some of these, because now they're dying off. It is a little annoying that they don't last very long still. That I still think that's a change that could be implemented, but that's not a simple change that I can make, actually, because that requires more editing than what the hero editor that I used allows. This is just a simple skill change on the item from a charge to an O skill. And then same with the helmet here. From a Necromancer only to an O skill for the Skeleton Mastery. Same for the Marowak. From Necromancer only to an O skill for the Skeleton Mastery. That's all I've done. That's it. You know? Let's go to Tristram and just see. And like I said, I don't have... In my inventory, I have no max damage charms to make me stronger. I only have passive and magic skillers just to make the Valkyrie a little stronger. To kind of fit with some of the summoning theme here, you know? But look. Look at them go. Okay. Let me summon these guys so we can get a few more. I'll teleport in and strafe these guys now. Summon them. Let's see how we do against these guys. See if I can get an amp damage even. There we go. I got one. Here, I'll summon these. I can do a few more. So I have 10 now. And look, we're just sitting here, and we're not even nearly as powerful as like a Necromancer is with this. But like I said, you could kit this out differently. At least you could use the revives as meat shields at times. It would be cool to find this bow. Alright, I feel like I've shown it off. I feel like you get it. I guess I'll show, like, how viable is this thing then in terms of, like, clear speed. I mean, with what I have on right now, it's not even that good. And that's why I feel like it would be a nice change, okay? So here, let me just go to, like, Act 4 or something, just so you can see what it's like. If I go all the way to Act 4, like River of Flame. Okay. There, we got amp damage on these guys, so I'll teleport in. Here, let's summon some of these mages for fun. Okay. And look, this is River of Flame, this is level 85 area, right? And how are we doing? I mean, we're doing it. It's kind of like, you know, it's off meta or whatever, right? We're doing it. And I don't have to, and it's just nice that I don't have to worry about repairing the charges and spending all my gold doing that. It's just really nice. And then I can actually buff the revives a little bit with these other changes I've made, and with all skills like Enigma and Arachnid Mesh, BK Ring, the Annihilus Charm. All those allow me to just kind of buff some of those skills a little bit, just to make them a little better, just so I can get a little bit more things with it, you know? And look how simple this change is, right? So here I'm strafing, trying to get amp damage, and then I'll telly in and just see how they do. Let's just watch. See, look, barely making a dent. I'll start strafing again. But yeah, and that would be the point, is you'd want to build out the Amazon to be a little stronger with a bunch of max damage charms and, you know, things like that probably too. Like, you could swap out all the passive and magic skillers after you summon your Valkyrie, and then just go all max damage, you know, attack rating. Maybe you give up the Enigma here and just go Fortitude, make yourself stronger, right? All that would be cool. Now here's the thing, like, if I summon all these guys, right? Just like I've shown before in some of my other videos, when you have something like this, if I swap, gone. Everything disappears. So it's not like you could use Telly on, like a Naja's on swap or anything like that. So it does go away. Okay, so let's move on a little bit. This would be a good place to stop too, since there's a boss here, you know. And it is cool. I think this is cool, and it would be a great change and great thing to implement, because it offers like a new play style for the Amazon as well. I know you can do this with like a Harmony Bow already, but it would just be really cool if this particular bow had the O skill for revive instead. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Let's see if we can amp this guy so that we can actually hurt him. There, we got it. Yikes, man. I guess I'll shoot him with explosive air. Oh no, he's immune to fire too. Look at how long it's taking. This is P1. So, once again, I'm just saying, I didn't break the game, you know, by doing this. And I'm attacking. Look how weak I am. Okay. And I still think this would be cool. I would still make this character if I had found that bow. You know, I would love to make that character still and try to kit it out for real and everything. But yeah, it fits the theme too. It's like Bloodraven summons all those undead, you know, when you're fighting her for the first time. It just makes sense to me that you'd be able to do the same. And if it's not, and maybe not revive, maybe you do just like skeletons or something, but I think the revives probably scale a lot better, so maybe just leave that. Anyway, that was what I think could be done. And if you think the damage is really lackluster on this bow, remember it is a fast bow. It does have very fast attack frames, so and you know, maybe it could use a little bit of a buff or something, but you know, this isn't really a showcase of how good can I make this build exactly, because this is not possible in the game. This is just, hey, if you made this change, then I think I could use this bow, and I think other people could use the bow as well. All right, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Dear D2R Dev, can you help us out with some unique item changes? Is that a yes? All right. Okay.